Another one of these. I guess you'd consider it late evening. I mean, it's only 8 o'clock. But, yeah, I guess you'd consider it late evening video log things. I don't know. There is just one more week remaining in August. And then it's September, which means it's students back at school thing is going on in a week's time. So this week at work is going to be obscenely busy because the timelines for things really just have not lined up at all. So there's been a lot more failures of equipment than what I've really anticipated. And they're fixable. It's all fixable stuff. There's nothing that's unfixable or anything like that, or that's going to involve a huge, massive expense, which is good because I found out or have discovered that the financial situation is not nearly as good as I was being led to believe. By which I say it's actually pretty dire as opposed to not great but still salvageable. So things are not going well, or things will not be going well on that front. And I don't know, that might put a huge wrench into some of my plans for equipment replacement for equipment that's now 12 years old and is failing at an extreme rate. Because again, it's the same thing. So for example, I have a room that I manage of 32 machines. Of those 32, 12 of them don't work. That's the kind of failure rate that I'm talking about. So survivable, but not great. The good news is that room is not used very much, so whether or not it works is not particularly high priority, but the fact of the matter is it needs to work anyway, because you can't operate like that, you know? So there will probably be some hard decisions that are going to be made, and people are not going to like them, and I don't particularly care, because, again, there's no money to be had. That's the problem. So I don't know how that's going to work out. So there's things that are being approved that I don't know if they really should be getting approved. You know, people should just be having to deal with what we've got. Anyway, irrespective of all of that, like I said, that's creeping up, which means our Hamfest is in 2 weeks. The local Hamfest, which means that Peoria is in 4 weeks. And Peoria, really, for me at least, marks the end of summer. So yeah, that's coming pretty fast. And I gotta say, this has been probably one of the least productive summers I've ever had. Well, maybe that's not quite true. You know, when you're in elementary school, you don't have the need to have a job in the summer, and you don't have a need to do all that. Those are not very productive, but, you know, I haven't really gotten anything done that I've wanted to work on. There's, you know, that's not true. There's projects that are getting finished, but the list of things I need to do is doing nothing but grow. It seems like you take one thing off the list, and then about 5 more come on top of it. Which is to say nothing of this. Which again, hasn't changed. Well, actually it has. That's new. Pulled that off the side of the road. I'll have to clean it up and see if it works. I'm probably not going to hang on to it though. But yeah, no, I need to get these boxes of things consolidated with those ones and that. Doesn't end. Clean up this mess of wires that people complain about in videos, which amazes me. You know, everybody's always like, oh, you should clean that up, oh, you should organize, oh, you should do this. I know where everything is. You don't need to tell me how much of a mess the work area is. Believe it or not, I actually know that because I do a lot of my work there. I'm not blind and stupid or lazy. Well, I am quite lazy, but you know, I'm not blind or stupid, so I know what a mess it is, and I don't really care because I can find everything that I need to find. So I'm not going to listen, and if you got a problem with it, it's too bad. It's my work area, it's my channel, it's my video. I could do whatever I want. Within reason, obviously. You don't break laws or anything like that, but you know what I mean, right? I don't know. You can't really say anything these days without somebody taking it the wrong way, so... It's been that way for a while, and certainly coronavirus didn't help that. Nor did anything else that came about because of it. Anyway. I did make one probable mistake. I mean, it's not really a mistake. It's not like I don't have the money, but... I did some eBaying again, so I actually went and bought another Macintosh clone. If for no other reason than I wanted it, because I used to have one that I never really did give too much at the time of day because it never really worked right. Probably because it had a memory problem and then the battery failed, and that was pretty much the end of that. So, see if you can guess what it is. Probably not, but, you know, worthwhile exercise. It almost feels like it's raining. It's kind of weird. It's not raining, but the sun is certainly setting, even though it is only 8 o'clock. It's kind of depressing. That's the one thing I hate about this time of year, is the days definitely, you can tell that they're definitely starting to get shorter. In 3 months' time, the sun sets at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, no, suffice it to say that it's been unproductive for the most part this summer. Certainly it's been a lot worse in the last little while. You might have noticed that videos haven't been getting uploaded because I simply haven't been editing them. Because I say, oh yeah, I'll sit down and I'll edit, 2, 3, 4 videos today and then upload them over the course of the next 2 weeks, and then it doesn't happen. Because who the hell wants to sit down and edit videos? Who wants to listen to this, I don't even want to listen to this. Right? So there's that. But I've noticed that it's gotten worse, and it's even gotten to the point where it's the same experience at work. I don't want to do anything, at least not the physical part. I just want to sit down and crunch numbers and send emails, and that's it. Then you come home and you make yourself some dinner, and then you go to sleep, and rinse, repeat, 5 days a week, and then on the weekend you just sleep. Really, maybe you get 1 or 2 things done, but you don't do anything. Nothing happens. So, I don't know what it really is. Maybe it's burnout. I don't know. It could be. That's probably actually exactly what it is. But I don't really have vacation time to back up taking an extended stay away from doing work. And I don't really want to do that anyway, because I find, particularly with the Hamfest trip, that it... left unchecked, I am up 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. Basically the opposite of what most normal people do. So I don't want to lull myself into a state of perpetual, nocturnalness, I guess. That's really a way to describe it. I don't want to lull myself into that, and I also don't want to fall into complacency, like I don't want to do anything. Because even with the 2-week Hamfest trip, I always find when I come back, I don't really want to do anything then either. Because it's like, I had so much time away from this. I don't want to work on this crap. What do I want to do any of this for? So, I don't know. Guess we'll see how that goes this year. Somebody in there, probably screwing around. swear that light wasn't on when I walked by a couple minutes ago. Anyway, someone probably knows I'm out here and they're about to interrupt this, but that's okay. So, that's pretty much it for it anyway. I don't have a whole lot else to say. Just that things are not really progressing. So, maybe I do have a few things I want to work on over the course of this week, and I'm almost done one video, so I guess there's one thing. Gotta upload these video logs too, because I haven't done that. So there's a nice little backlog of these going on. Funny how that works. Yeah, so there's my spiel for today, whatever today is. I don't know, because my watch has decided it doesn't want to show. Seriously? It doesn't want to show me my date. It just wants to show me exercise. I guess it's trying to tell me something. Today is the 25th of August, which means there's 6 days left of this month. September 1st falls on a Sunday, apparently. Interesting. Not that it makes much of a difference. Although it might. Thinking about that, when is the Labor Day holiday? Usually it's that weekend, so I guess next weekend's a shortened week. Cool. I could certainly use that. I need more weekend days to clear up mess and other things, work on other projects, so. And who knows, maybe I'll actually get something done.